Hey, happy Monday, everybody. How's everybody doing today? How's everyone recovering from the snowstorm? So I see that the highest totals in New Jersey were in Monmouth County, Freehold 26 inches, Colts Neck 24, Middletown 24. The fun of a lot of snow was crazy. So how are you guys getting through it? What did you do the last couple days? Some of us are working remotely. I'm doing the same thing tomorrow. So let's get into something that's annoying as anything, and I'm sure some of you can relate to me. Is the plowing of roads, specifically the back roads. I've seen some of you posting on Facebook. A plow hasn't come by once. We went out a few minutes ago to check out the roads. The main roads uh, look like they were taken care of, but the side roads, just crazy. It just it's like 6 inches of snow on the side roads. Hopefully they'll come by and plow them tomorrow, but it's just nuts. I mean, I just think it's unnecessary. They should treat these roads better than they have. I know they forget about certain neighborhoods, but I find that inexcusable. It's just me. So some of the stuff I like to get into here, I've gotten into it's my addictive personality. The characters, you take a pictures. I actually did one today. It came up on my phone, which is pretty cool. It was of one of the cats. It's really wild. I said, actually, I'm gonna put it up here if you can see it. That's Flo. She's it's hilarious. It's meow, and it's, the back of the computer says "feed me." I just get into these things. It's funny how they create so a lot of stuff with me. You know what's amazing? I'm in one of these, right? And all the other ones has me holding an alcoholic beverage. It's just crazy. I'm like, what am I doing with a beer in my hand? There's one in here. Actually, I just did a couple today that I posted. Um, so it's my addictive personality. I'm getting into these characters. It could be doing worse, I guess, right? It's all in fun in nature, but it's pretty cool what they do with these pictures. I'm gonna grab another one here. The one with Flo just cracked me up today with the cat. Let me try another one here. What's one did I do? You know what? I'm gonna put this one up, Lily. This is because I miss her a lot. I did this one yesterday. The character. That's the one with me and Lily. I'll put it real close. If you can see that, it's pretty cool what they do with the characters. So I have fun with that. Got addicted to that a little bit. So I'm watching the USA wins the gold medal against Canada yesterday, right? And people gotta get a life. They're going after Cash Patel. What's he doing at the Olympic Games? He's friends with some of the players. He was invited into the locker room, had a beer with the players. Big deal. Who cares? Who cares? Also, the actual men's team is going to be at the State of the Union tomorrow night. The women's team declined because they all couldn't come together to go. Had nothing to do with politics. This is why they're not going. I just love how people just grasp at stuff and say, "Oh, they didn't go because they didn't want to go there." Now, the women's team had nothing to do with anything political. The men's team is more than happy to go. That should be interesting to see to honor them to won the Olympic gold medal. Now, my question to you guys: that was the first time that we've won in 46 years. We won 3 gold medals in the last 66 years in the Olympics: 1960, 1980, and then yesterday. Look, I am sure a lot of people went to local establishments when that game started at 7 o'clock and watched it. Got into the USA stuff. I'm going to say this: great game. Glad that they won. You can't compare it to 1980. You're looking at yesterday. The American team consisted of guys that played in the National Hockey League that are in the NHL. 1980, those were amateurs, and then the win against Russia, which will live forever. I can say will live for in infamy, was when they beat the Russian team that was all professionals. I talked about this the other day. A guy that came from the USA team in 1980, Ken Morrow, if you remember him, he got drafted by the Islanders, and that very same year, he came up with the Islanders, and they won the Stanley Cup. They happened to beat the Flyers that year. So Morrow had won not only a gold medal, but he also won Stanley Cup in the same year, which was like That is pretty wild. So I think that feat is far more better than yesterday's. And look, I wanted the United States to win, and I'm glad that they did. But there's no comparison to the 1980 team, which was consisted of all amateurs. Someone told me that we're going back to the amateur players playing, that the NHL players are not going to be playing in the Olympics in the future. If someone could verify that for me, I'd appreciate that. I thought I read something about that. I think someone told me about it the other day that eventually the NHL players are no longer going to be playing in the Olympics. It's going to be amateurs, which should be interesting to see. Of course, we didn't see Russia in the Olympic Games. They were the IOC put them on suspension, so we didn't get to see the Russian hockey players play. Would that have been a different final if Russia was in that tournament? Who knows? Who knows? But a great game. The women's team also defeated Canada. I tell you what, hockey players are amazing. Hughes, who had his teeth knocked out, comes back and scores the game winner for the USA yesterday. If you saw them come into the United States today, they were supposed to come into New York. Flight was diverted to Miami because of the blizzard. They landed in Miami, and hopefully they're looking to get up to D.C. Tomorrow for the State of the Union for the president, because they were invited by the president to be at the State of the Union, and they will be there. That should be pretty cool to see that, to honor those guys for winning the gold medal. Great feat. So we're almost close to spring. I know we're getting to March, and you can get some hefty snowstorms in March. I'm looking forward to spring. Baseball is just around the corner. Spring training started. Spring training games have started. So, guys, you have the feed. If you want to come on with me, tell me what you're doing during this downtime, or what you're doing with the so-called cabin fever that we're going to probably develop in the next couple of days. I hear that there's more snow coming, but not like the last storm we had. Just a little couple nuisance ones or some flurries that could lay on top of the snow that we have now. Are any of you finished with winter like I am? I know some of you like winter. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm just like, right now I'm cold. Like I got to put on a coat on top of my sweatsuit that I'm wearing. So come on board with me, chat with me. You can get on the chat here on YouTube. I'll see your chat. I'm in the chat section right now. You have the link if you want to come on with me. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me if there's any new shows you're watching, any new movies, anything I should be watching on Netflix. What are some of the big Netflix stuff that's out there? And tell me how you're dealing with the snowstorm. If you had any problems, any of you go into work today, or were you out today? Are you working remotely? So get on board with me here. You see the link is underneath. I posted the link on my page. So come on board with me here. I'm sitting here watching Monday Night Raw on my iPad right now. Yeah, I'm a huge wrestling fan. Always have been and always will be. It's entertaining to me. I like watching it. A lot of these guys got to realize they are athletic. I know a lot of you, it's fake. Let me just say this to you. They train pretty well for this, and you got to be smart and know what you're doing to be a professional wrestler. No matter what you want to call it, it is entertainment. And it sells out everywhere. It doesn't matter where it's at. These shows sell out, including WrestleMania and all the other big shows too. So everybody ready for March Madness? We are close to that. It's my favorite time of the year. Starting to watch more college basketball this month to get myself ready. This past weekend, there were some good games on Saturday. We had the top 4 teams in the country were playing each other. You had Duke playing Michigan, Arizona, Houston. Those 4 teams have a pretty good shot to get into the Final Four. Villanova lost to UConn. So Villanova is having a pretty good year under Kevin Willard, their first-year head coach. They should make the tournament. 68 teams. Who's your team? Who do you like? I like, you know what? I like to beat a man. You got to beat the man. Florida's playing pretty well right now. They're defending national champion. You got UConn, who's well coached. Danny Hurley's a good coach. And, of course, the top 4 teams that played each other on Saturday. They're pretty much favorites to get to the Final Four. That was pretty cool to watch that. That rarely happens, what we saw on Saturday in college basketball, that the 4 top-ranked teams playing each other. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed watching the games. Arizona beat Houston, and Duke beat Michigan. Michigan's really good. The best team. They're the number one team in the country, but I still think they're one of the top teams, even though they lost to Duke. Who else we got in college basketball? Look at Iowa State. You look at Purdue in the Big Ten. Who else can we look at here? St. John's in the Big East. They're pretty good. They're well coached. Rick Pitino's got them playing good basketball again. They'll be a tough outcome tournament time. You got the teams in the ACC. The ACC's back. You got North Carolina down in North Carolina's been playing without their two top players. They got spanked last week against NC State, but they're pretty good as well. The ACC is going to have a handful of teams in the tournament as well as the Big Ten, the Big 12. So March Madness is just around the corner. Baseball season, I said, is about ready to start. Who do you like? I keep telling people in the National League East, I like Atlanta. Atlanta had a really, really bad year last year, and year in and year out, they're always good. They have a great organization from top to bottom and a great farm system, and they get a lot of their pitching staff back from last year that were injured. I have them winning the NL East. That might tick off a lot of Phillies fans, but look, I think the Phillies are bringing back bringing back the band again. They're going to implement some rookies with Crawford. Let's see what that young blood implemented with the veterans does for the Phillies. You got Wheeler coming back from an injury. The Mets, I think, are going to finish second in the NL East. Phillies third. I think I saw the over-under for the Phillies win total is at 88.5. I think I like the under with the Phillies with the 88.5. Speaking of over and unders, I saw the beginning you go online and the over-under for win total for New England is 9.5. 9.5. It's crazy. Usually the team that loses the Super Bowl comes back the next year and doesn't do too well. And a lot of people are ripping New England and saying, look, you haven't played anybody. And look, I'm one of those guys, you beat who's on your schedule. And, we watched the Super Bowl and New England got totally manhandled in that Super Bowl. And some people go, hey, look who they played. So see who else we got. Who wants to come on with me here? I got, hey, Brad, I'm putting you on here. If you come on here, let's see if I can get you up here. Are you in there, Brad? Can you hear me? Let's see if I'm trying to pull up Brad. Brad, I'm hitting you up here, brother. You're just going around in a circle for me here. I'm going to remove you. Hit me up again, all right? All right, I removed him. Let's try to add him again. Going to add Brad here. All right. I'm going to wait and see if he gets on. I thought I hit him there. Hey, Brad, I'm going to wait till you pop up on the stage there with your picture. So I'm going to keep talking here. Anybody else want to join? Come on board with me. Tell me how you're getting through the big blizzard, what you've been doing. Hey, what have you been making with food-wise, baking-wise? Give me shows to watch the next couple nights, especially on Netflix. What are some good shows to watch? Actually, good movies. I have to pick a night to watch some movies and get away from sports a little bit, and even get away from watching political stuff too. I've been staying away from the political stuff because I just want to stay in a positive mindset. So what else do we want to talk about besides trying to survive the weather? Let's talk about NFL draft in May. I believe that is out in Pittsburgh. The draft is. They have the NFL scouting combine is this weekend. We having issues here. Oh, is he on there? I tried to pull him up. He's not up. He's not up there yet. Talking to my producer here. It came up his name, but it didn't. It has his name right here. It doesn't have his picture. If I had him, I'm adding it to the stage. It's just going around the circle. Trying to get somebody on with me here, and we're having technical difficulties here.
Are you in Chrome?
I am in Chrome. His screen's going around in circle. Comes up with his name. Trying to get a guest on with me to show you guys how easy it is to come on and chat with me. It's a little, sometimes the studio does some funky stuff. I'm just going to remove it and see if it comes on. Who's not in Chrome? Oh, yes, go in Chrome. That's the problem. All right. So, guys, you see how to get on with me, get in StreamYard. There's the link. I put the link on my page on Facebook. Come on, chat with me, guys. Come on, let's have some fun. Get some chat with me in the chat screen, too. I've got my chat board up. Tell me what you're doing tonight.
Use Chrome as your browser.
If you're coming on with me, my producer just told me, make sure you go into the Chrome browser. If you're using any other browser, you're not going to get on with me. I learned that the hard way the first time I tried to get a live guest. I wasn't in Chrome. So if you're going to come on with me, to type in the StreamYard link there, make sure you're in Chrome. That's important. That's the what they use here with StreamYard. If you're going to come on board with me, is to get on with Chrome. All right, Brad, I'm trying to pull you up again. I'm going around in a circle. Yeah, I'm just getting a circle. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can do an input. See if I can add him again. Yeah, we're still having a circle. Brad, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're live.
What's going on? What do you got going on?
Let's see. What a storm it was. It was quite the show to watch. My neighborhood, my landscapers did the cleanup, and it was very cool to watch. They used a Bobcat tractor and shovels, and they drove a silver truck. And I also enjoyed watching my neighbors do their cleaning with both their garage doors open and getting to see one vehicle that took them years to get in the garage. And they also built a snowman across the street, which was cool to watch too.
Nice. So did you miss work today?
We were off today. I was supposed to be at the annual P convention today and tomorrow in Princeton, but it's on hold until further notice.
So what's going on this weekend? You want to tell anything big going on this coming weekend?
There's a few things. Friday, in hopes we don't have weather interruptions, we have Mushmouth bar anticipation from 7 to 10:30. It's quite the show to see in that location because it seems like a lot of my local friends see them in that particular location. Because with me, it's more about the who am I seeing in the audience than what am I seeing on the stage. I mean, don't me. I enjoy seeing what's on the stage, but it's more about the who am I seeing in the audience thing. And then let's see, Saturday.
About the people, right?
And Saturday, we got the West End Dogs birthday celebrations at Driftwood Tiki Bar from 3 to 7 p.m. Like for Gary and Steve's birthday.
We'll be at that too.
That's going to be a cool event.
I've never been to Driftwood before.
It's a good venue. You get to see the ocean. It's in an enclosed, heated outdoor area.
It's going to be heated?
Yeah, it's heated. You're not going to be cold.
I'm not a fan of the cold.
Neither am I, but you'll be fine. It's like if you go into you park in the lot, and then to the right side of the Drift House building is the Tiki Bar area, and then there's signs to direct you sort of. It's easy to see once you get there. And then after that, we have Johnny Brew at MJ's Neptune. And if you're the type of person who likes to go somewhere because we'll be on the internet, it's right up your alley because he likes to take pictures with his audience.
Good stuff. Anything else going
Yeah,
on?
and then
that we need to know about?
This Sunday at 11 a.m., I'm getting the Heroes of Hope Award for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation annual meeting and award ceremony for the Great Stride Walk, as I'm wearing my CureCF sweatshirt at this time. I'll probably wear this one, my other ones that day. And then
Nice.
this Sunday afternoon, I'm still figuring out my destination too, because there's a lot to pick from. There's the rescheduled Uprise ski themed karaoke at Nip and Tuck from 2 to 5 would probably be there the first half. And there's also Mushmouth Martell's. There's a lesser chance I'll put that in, but it's for consideration. And then at 4, might make a pit stop to the Elbow Room to see Jillian Reese McCoy and Ryan Haney. I know there's not Cocktail Corner this Sunday because of Jillian Reese McCoy and Ryan Haney. And then our main activity is Sherry Wag Gaffey's Celebration of Life at Our House Restaurant Farmdale. Also starts at 4 p.m. And for this year, I've officially escaped anything having to do with the Belmore St. Patrick's Day Parade, with the exception of Jillian Reese McCoy and Ron Haney at the Elbow Room, because I'm normally in that location on Sundays at 4 anyways.
That's right. It's more. I call. Excuse me when I say this. I call
All right.
March New Jersey shit show month.
Yes.
It's all
terrible.
the St. Patty's Day parades that begins Sunday with Belmore.
I like the Asbury one better.
I've been to a bunch of them. I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
And I would just say,
not judging nobody.
I
I've
know.
been to them, and it's just we'll be at the Sherry Celebration of Life too.
I'll be there too. That's our
I
main
hear they
activity.
moved it to the back room because they're gonna have a pretty good crowd for that.
I
which
know.
is pretty cool.
And Strictly
and-
60s will be playing there too.
That's what Sherry wanted. That's specifically what she wanted. Which you know,
Cool.
we're honoring her. We're honoring her life. That was one of her favorite bands, and they volunteered to do the show. Her daughter put that all together. So we'll be at that. We'll be at that on Sunday at 4
Nice. I'm
o'clock.
looking forward to seeing you there. And also on the following week, Monday, March 2 and Tuesday, March 3 is the Jewish holiday of Purim for those who celebrate it.
What is that holiday? I don't know what that is.
I mean, it's a holiday. I mean, it's a celebration type holiday where there's a lot of delicious food and related activities. And I think it was the day where I think the Jews were freed from somewhere. Wait.
They weren't
Hold on.
killed. Remember they threw lots and the whole thing with Haman?
Hold on, what was it?
You know, they were saved by Queen Esther
It was-
from Haman.
They
Is
were,
that your dad?
Yes. It was the day they were.
Tell your dad I said hello.
George R. says hi to you.
Hi, George.
And so
How are you?
basically, it was the day when the Jews were saved from Haman by Queen Esther.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I like
during
history.
the service, we shake this thing called a grogger anytime we
grogger?
hear Haman's name.
What's a grogger?
It's this shaker device where it turns, and
It's a noisemaker.
it's a noisemaker device where we shake it.
It's a noise.
He's go-
maker.
Dad's handing me
I
one
don't need
like
one of
this.
those. I'm already annoying. I would annoy
Here it is.
everybody with one of those. Oh my God! It's that thing.
Yes, we shake this device every time we hear Haman's name during the Megillah reading.
Don't give me one
which
of
is the
those,
book
man.
that we
I'll
read
annoy
to tell the
everybody with
story
that
for 'em.
thing. Oh my
On Monday,
God!
I'll be
That's
celebrating
hilarious.
at my primary synagogue of Congregation Tardell. And on Tuesday, the Chabad of the Shore building in Long Branch on Ocean Avenue, where they'll be doing an outer space themed event with loads of delicious food and entertainment.
You can tell 'em you have-
Brad, your schedule's freaking. Oh my God!
And we also, there's another popular food of the Hummin Tashin, which is a three-sided cookie with a filling of either apricot or raspberry or similar thing.
You're supposed to
Ooh,
make-
I like that. That got a sweet tooth. That sounds good.
Yeah, if you want, and even if you're not Jewish, if you want to check out the Chabad celebration, it is open to the public.
On weeknights, I don't go out, man. I watch all you guys go out all the time. You make me tired.
It's not too
Your
late. It
schedule
starts
makes
like
me
4:45 and goes to like 8 or something.
How do you do all these? How do you?
It's called
make
Just
all-
Do It.
Just do it. Yeah, I just
yes,
do it already. It's called Just Hit the
yeah, Plus, I
Couch.
don't drink, which also adds to the.
I hear you. I hear
But
you.
either
But
way-
still,
It is in the Nike.
With Judaism,
The
it just.
Nike.
What about it?
The Nike, their ads are just do it.
Oh yeah, Dad says the Nike ads are Just Do It. And speaking of the whole Just Do It thing, a few weeks ago we had the doubleheader weekend of Mushmouth at both Wonder Bar and Martell's Tiki Bar in the building, and various people were asking me how I went to seeing them the previous night at Wonder Bar to that day at Martell's, and then going to Stone Pony thereafter. And I said to them, just do it, go from point A to point B. And
Just
When I
do
had
it.
more
There
time
you-
to think of a better answer, I figured it was maybe because of not drinking and always having an endless supply of physical energy because I just naturally have it.
I think I'm gonna steal that. I think I'm gonna steal that from you, Brad. Just do it.
Go right ahead.
I think I'm gonna steal it from you and just always say it's Brad Comer saying just do it. So
Just
everyone
do it.
just
And it's
do
all
it.
from the Nike
Just-
commercial.
There's no excuses. Just do it. It's a Nike slogan.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, let's do it.
Didn't know that. Didn't know that. You just taught me something.
Having
Just
Nike
do it,
gear
huh?
on at the moment. Yeah,
Just do
yeah
it.
for us sports people, it's right up your alley.
I'm gonna remember that. I just wrote it down. I'm gonna use it a lot. So I'm gonna always, every time you see it, I was paying attention. Just do it. And that's a good thing about life. Just go ahead and do it. Don't be scared to do something.
Right?
It's-
Yeah, just like
just live life. Just
what
do
we
it.
have right now.
I don't know how you do it, man. You guys, some of you, I see some of you when I look on social media, like when I'm not going out and go on my page, and I've seen guys hit all these places like three stops. Man, I don't know how you do it. I get tired watching you guys do it.
Got endless supply. Just go from point A to point B to point C.
I go to point A to point B. That's called the living room couch to the bed.
Hi.
That's point A and point B for me,
Yeah, I'm like,
especially in the wintertime.
the cold never stops me. And speaking of that, every year at least one person tells me they don't know what to do in the wintertime because they get bored or whatever. And it's like, there's plenty to pick from in the winter. There's go-karting, there's axe throwing, there's rock climbing, there's arcades, there's laser tag. There's plenty of things to pick from in the wintertime. Plus the things that meet year-round, like karaoke, music events, and those kind of things too.
I don't like the cold, man. I'll stay inside.
I'm like,
Some people like all four of the
warmer
seasons.
weather is better, but we can't let the cold stop us because then we'd get bored, I would think.
I know. I just don't like the cold.
It's all right. I mean, I'm sure you've seen all my headgear and stuff that I use in the wintertime.
I see it.
Get warm.
I don't know how you do all these stops, man. I mean, it gets me tired watching it. Trust me. You have the energy of an Energizer bunny. So anything else we need to know about this weekend? Anything else we need to know about?
Let's see. Trying to think what other things we have. We talked about snow, upcoming events at the Western Dogs. Oh yeah. Also, Passover is April 1 through 9.
Oh, you're
I
gonna jump
normally
in
give
April,
everyone
man.
their once a month their month advance notice around when announcing the Purim schedule. And this year with Passover, I don't foresee it causing too much in the way of inconveniences because it's Easter is just a few days after it started. The Seder's on a Wednesday, Thursday this year, April 1 and 2. For those of you who like to plan parties and things, please avoid doing it during that time because of the eating restrictions. Same with Rosh Hashanah on September 12th and 13th of next year.
Oh, jump into September.
Yeah,
Oh,
because-
man.
Because based on what day of the week the Passover Seder is, controls what day of the week Rosh Hashanah will be. Because anytime the Passover Seder is on a Wednesday, Thursday, Rosh Hashanah is bound to fall on Saturday, Sunday of the following year, September, October.
Hey, you know what March 8th is, right?
March. It's daylight saving time.
Man, I'm trying to get stuff on you. I can't get anything by you, Brad.
Daylight saving time and the Asbury
It's one of my favorite times of the year when we put those clocks up in there. It makes me
Those are
happy.
always
It
good,
means
and then
we're-
we get to
means
watch
we're one
spring
step
cleaning with
closer
the
to spring.
landscapers. It's cool to
One
watch.
step closer to spring. So are you still doing the Allenhurst Beach Club? Is that what you do every summer?
I'm planning to continue it.
What's your gig there?
I check people in, make sure they're paid members or guests of members.
So if I tried to sneak in, what would you do to me?
I would either sign you in as a guest or I'd have to ask you to use the daily pass.
What if I declined?
In worst case, I tell them you're on official business.
Don't do that.
Official business. It's
I mean,
CIA.
people-
It's CIA business.
Yeah, in fact, hold on a sec. I'll show you the CIA badge when we get it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. See, guys, it's real easy to sign on here to chat with me when I have
This
this.
badge over here, this is our CIA badge, which everyone needs them to enter the club.
What in God's name were you holding there? What is that? Keys?
All my keys and stuff, and all my key. I have this badge.
God.
It's like
you
a
still use those
wristband I
keys?
wear when I'm in the club. And this piece
So,
over
Brad,
is a microchip where it
so tell
scans
me-
in.
Tell people how easy it is to get on the site here.
How easy to get on the site. Go on to George's personal page or the podcast page. Click on the link, copy it into a Chrome browser because that seems to be better than Edge or whatever else there is. And then once you've entered the site, follow the prompts, and it will say the host will invite you in. I think it might also say enter studio or something. And there you are.
Yes, and then I click. When I see it, I click it, and then you can chat away. And you know what?
yeah.
You can say whatever you like on here, guys. It's not like terrestrial radio where I would click a button, a 7-second delay. Not saying I want you to come on cursing me every other word, but we can say whatever we want on these podcasts. That's the fun part about it. I can get anybody on you want. And Brad comes on a couple times with me, and he knows everything that's going on here. Seriously, I see him at all these places, and I see him even when I don't go. I see him on social media. That the thing about social media for me, the positive part about it is it's entertainment for us when we see what's going on. Like I see where everybody goes and see pictures and videos and you have these groups that are telling the music stuff that's going on too. So that's the positive thing about social media. I mean, we could talk about the negative parts of it, but I try to look at the positive ends of it, like this right here, like me doing this, the podcasting stuff. This is a positive. We can talk about the negative, but especially in today's world, the positive of this is great. I mean, this is communicating right here. And you guys, like I don't know if you saw my my guest last week, a week and a half ago, when I had Eddie Test on. I'm going to have Joe Bonanno on with me too. That, as I tell everybody, like with you and me here, you can just talk away. You know what I mean? I'll let you talk. And I appreciate you telling me everything that's going on. It helps a lot of people out, especially all those people that are going to be getting cabin fever the next couple of days and definitely want to get out this weekend. There's a lot of stuff. Do you know where people could go on social media to find out what is going on out there,
Yeah,
Brad?
there's a few sources. There's for the stuff that I'm attending, like I'll sometimes share it on Facebook stories, but for where you can see everything that's going on, there's Isaac J. Fuchs's 2 pages of Monmouth County Social Group and Isaac Where's the Party At. And there's also Penny Charles's page of Where's the Music Penny. Those are the 3 best ones that have everything on there in addition to what I'm just doing. And most of that I share is the events that I'm attending.
And that's where do you usually go to find out?
I
What's
go
going
directly
on?
to the band's websites. I check them around the clock when I'm not engaging in social activity or watching the neighbors or eating or doing or driving or doing some other thing.
So you actually go to the band's website?
Yes, I go onto the Facebook page, type in a band. Like, let's say I want to see, I don't know, like Mushmouth, for example. I type them in. Then off in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, there's their website link. You go on the link, and then somewhere in there should be like upcoming events or shows or calendar, and then it can see when they have upcoming shows, and you can see which ones are in the area. And another band I recommend checking out during the spring, summer, and fall is So What. I know some of our viewing audience knows about it. Like their target audience is a lot of my local residents, but I definitely recommend checking it out. And with them, location has never been an issue because most of their stuff is within Eastern Monmouth County.
I was just going to ask you, do you have any favorites that you like to go see?
Not really. I mean, like, I've been following So What the longest because I started with them in 2017 when my 4th grade teacher friend who I reconnected with in adult life, and I celebrated the birthday of a mutual friend there. And that was at Port AP. And the first time I went there, I was quite impressed with what I saw because, like, a lot of my local residents were on scene, like beach club members, town residents, neighbors, things of that nature. I was like, this is cool. I keep doing this. And then over time, I've seen them at their other nearby locations like Blue Grotto, Nip and Chuck, Driftwood, and more.
You know, the Blue Grotto is under a different name now. Miranda
I
just
think
caught that.
so. I don't know.
We caught that. She actually caught it yesterday. We were she looks at the stuff too, and I forget the name of it, but she what was it again? Hatton Lola's. That's what she just said. Hatton Lola's. Yes. So she mentioned. I was like, what's Hatton Lola's? She goes, it's where Blue Grotto was. But and I'm hoping for this summer when we go there, because we like going there a couple of times. Hopefully the menu will be a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know. Let's see. I mean, under new management, hopefully that'll be really.
Yeah,
so
hopefully, like most of the time when I have been there before, it's often been for So What most of the time, and like maybe 2 or 3 times for 2 years in a row with A-Test as well. A-Test hasn't been booked there in 2024, 25.
Really? He hasn't been there in a couple
he
of
wasn't
years?
in that location in 2024, 25. But in 22 and 23, when I found out I'd be following all these bands I never even knew I'd be following, if you ask me, 2021, we had A tested there, and that's where I met Donna Bruno for the first time, as a matter of fact.
So what's your favorite band, and what's your favorite venue to watch bands?
I don't know. I mean, like I don't have a favorite. I basically want to go where my friends are going and wherever there's, and the pictures kind of add to, because I like to be in the action.
You're in a lot of pictures, man.
Yeah, that's kind of part of the driving force. Like, I like to see my friends at the events, and I like to appear in the pictures, and that's part of and that also adds fuel to the fire of I would never want to like sit out of something intentionally, because like I know we'll land on lines, we can't just miss it in peace, kind of thing.
Like singing too, right?
What?
Karaoke.
Yeah,
you like
that
singing
too.
too, right? Karaoke.
I like karaoke too. I like it all and try to do it all one at a time.
So, what do you do? Why don't you tell everybody what you do as a regular job?
Right now, I'm a substitute PE teacher and searching for a permanent one. I would love to get into the Ocean School District in the future, because that's where I went to school. And also, Wall is also a top choice because I've been an extended term sub there a few years ago, and I've been a day-to-day pretty frequently there too.
Have you put in for permanent positions at those places?
And like when they're available, I do. I haven't been chosen yet,
Okay.
but hopefully in the future.
What do you teach?
Mainly elementary phys ed.
I went to school to be. I have a lot of friends that are phys ed teachers. I originally went to college to be a phys ed teacher, so hang in there, because it's my friend was a substitute for a long time, and finally got into our high school where we went to school. And he's been there for a while, and is a high school swim coach. Got his 300th career win a couple of years ago. Was inducted into our school's sports hall of fame that I went to. So I remember he was a substitute for the first like 3 or 4 years. It can be frustrating. So don't get upset. Don't get negative. Pursue that dream and goal, and it'll happen to you. So just keep pursuing it.
I'm rolling with it for now.
So anything else we need to know about?
Trying to think what else we have. And we talked about upcoming events, holidays. Trying to think what else we have. I think I covered everything that I can think of off the top of my head.
Well, Brad, you always know what's going on, man. That's why I like to have you on.
I know, and I enjoyed sharing it and giving you ideas.
I appreciate it.
And also, at some point in the springtime, I'm hoping to do a Dine and Donate fundraiser at Port AP whenever So What plays there at a time where we can do it.
I've seen So What play once. They're actually not bad. So where do they normally play?
Like their go-to place, like Port Asbury Park, Blue Grotto, Nip and Tuck, Red Rock, Halloween at Driftwood Tiki Bar, like around that time. They also played at the Asbury Baronet Hotel rooftop this past fall.
Wow,
which is pretty cool.
Wow, okay. Well, I've never been to that. On top of the rooftop?
Yeah, on the Baronet rooftop. If you enter the hotel building and go up the escalator or the elevator on the left side of the building, it'll bring up.
What floor is that on?
I don't remember what number it was, but I think there's a button in the elevator that says like rooftop or something.
Okay, I've never been to the rooftop. That's another place I've never been to. Cool. I know people go there. I've seen pictures of it. I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool. I've never, like I said.
Or I think if the whole AP rooftop, that's also part. They're two separate. The band was at the hotel rooftop, but there's also this other place of AP rooftop, which is like a restaurant building located right near the Robinson's Ale House.
So you go to a lot of these places, right? I know you don't like to go too far. What do you have boundaries that you go that you just generally stay in specific areas? I know you
not necessarily. I mean, I kind of know what's too far. Like obviously, I wouldn't be traveling all the way to Seaside because it's a hike, in my opinion. And people know that it's too far, and we've worked with it. And same with, let's say, Greenville, for example, like Caldwell, wherever town is, that's way too far too.
That's North Jersey. That's a hike, man. That's
like most of where I go is within Eastern Monmouth County, and sometimes a little bit past that, depending on who's playing and what we're doing. Like obviously, our house in Farmingdale, that's like within reasonable range and easy to get to. So I've done that various times. And
well, I'm going to say this to you: if you're going to make one thing on Sunday, hopefully you'll get to Sherry's celebration of life, because that's going to be a really emotional day for a lot of people. And
that is the main
really
activity.
Awesome person. She was a really awesome person. I mean, she was at my birthday celebration a couple of years ago. So, and I know you were there too. So, we're all, you're not there yet. We're all, a lot of us are getting old. And when you hit, I can't believe this year I'm going to hit 60. I mean, my friends and I talk about this a lot. We used to, when our parents would hit 50, we used to think that was old. And what happens is we got to have an attitude like you. And I got to kind of get that a little bit, enjoy life, because you know what? Because like a snap of a finger, it could be all gone. And you have the energy level and keep that up. I think that's awesome. I know I sit there and go, how do you do it? But don't change who you are, because you know what?
Just go.
Enjoy. Just like you said, just do it.
Yeah,
just do it. Right?
Being very, but even when I get to your age, I plan to still do it. And honestly, that's why I've had very little in the way of interest of being the leader of a family or anything of that nature, because I don't think I could handle it, because I've always been the kind of person who just likes to go out and play.
Enjoy your life, man. You don't have to
and do it with friends, and thankfully know what my friends like, which helps me know where to find them. So I get to do it all in one shot.
enjoy it, man, because you know what? You only live once, right? And you gotta enjoy life and enjoy everything out there, because you don't know
what we have and look forward to seeing what comes up. And
your dad can tell you that. Your dad can tell you to enjoy life.
Like Sunday afternoon. What?
Dad will tell you to enjoy life. I mean,
that's right.
You don't know. You have to enjoy life, because you don't know. You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. You don't know. I mean, so hey, thanks for coming on with me, Brad. I appreciate it.
I enjoy doing it.
I always can count on you to tell us what's going on. Thanks again. Stay safe. Hopefully, I'll see you this weekend. All right.
Yeah. Hopefully, see somewhere too. Definitely Sunday's thing.
I'll talk to you.
As that is my main activity for Sunday afternoon.
Tell your dad, go Eagles.
Yeah, go Eagles.
Yeah. You watching the Sixers?
You know what? He mentions the Sixers. I'm disappointed in the Sixers. I'm not a big. I'm upset with the owner. I'm upset with the GM, and I think Joel Embiid's a Cinderella.
What's that about Joel Embiid?
I think they need to trade him.
Trade him?
Yeah, I think
I think that would be a tough trade to make, given his guaranteed salary at this point and how really good he is when he's playing.
I'm annoyed with the process, and he's part of that. He's part of that where they tanked from those 3 years, and that just annoyed me, just losing on purpose. It's just a trend that's been load management too, where you don't. My son talks about this. He lives out in Sacramento, right? He's a Sixers fan, and he gets a ticket. He pays for a ticket, and the Sixers come into town. He's done it 3 times in a row, and Joel Embiid's sat out.
Right.
It's just like Michael Jordan would have never sat out a game. And I'm a huge MJ fan. I'm not a big LeBron
Michael Jordan
fan.
had better knees.
Yeah. So you ready? You're a Phillies fan too, right? The Phillies.
Yeah. I mean, the one sport I don't follow as closely is the Flyers. I mean, if I had to pick a hockey team, I'd be a Flyers fan, but I'm just.
Did you grow up in Philly? I don't know if I asked this when I met. Lower Merion. Okay. That's Kobe Bryant territory. He went to Lower Merion High School.
Yes, in fact, I went to Harriton High School, and he went to Lower Merion High School, both in Lower Merion School District.
Watched
he's like 17 years younger than me or something like that.
I watched him play in the District 1 championship at DuPont Pavilion when he was at Lower Merion. They played the District 1 playoffs at DuPont, Villanova.
Oh, at DuPont. That's what you said, yeah.
That's where the District 1 championship games were always at. And I watched him play. I knew then, you just know when you see that special athlete, you're like, man, this kid's going to be an NBA player. It's not even close.
Yeah, absolutely.
So have a great holiday. Thanks for coming on with me. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
I'll talk to you, all right? See you, Brad.
Was on with you.
Yeah. Always like talking to your dad. I always remember he's a Philly fan, so I had to get him on with me there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you ever have a whole sports theme thing and you want to talk about Philadelphia sports, let me know.
Yo, I'm coming to get you, man, because I don't have too many of those here in this part of Jersey because we're in New York territory. You know
I understand that totally.
I get abused royally, and I it is what it is. I don't forget where I'm from. So
well, here's a crossover. Do you remember Russell Carter? He was I think a safety or cornerback for the Jets.
Russell, I've heard the name. Yes.
Yeah. So he'd be about 64. Just to give you an idea, I'm pretty sure he played at where did he play? He played in Texas. What was it? Oh, SMU. I think.
SMU. He played.
Yeah.
He probably played with Eric Dickerson and Craig James. The Pony Express.
Yeah, I'm not
days.
positive he was out there at the same exact time or not. He might have been a little bit before, but I'm not sure. Anyway, he grew up in my general area and played like little league sports with me. He
Right.
was, I think 1 year older. So I just remember when, I mean, you mentioned seeing someone that you know is like a superior athlete. Like
Right.
we had these junior Olympic things, and I was basically good enough to be like an alternate in the high jump or the broad jump or something like that.
Oh wow.
So no, I'm good enough to be an alternate, which means I don't actually do it. But I just watch
Right.
the people who are better than me.
Right.
And like, you know, we would have like the kid who was really good, and then Russell Carter would come and just soar like so much further or so much faster or so much. It was like totally like it could have been a different kind of human being. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
there'd be a shuttle race back and forth and back and forth. Like the fastest kid in my school is probably like shaving when he was 12 or something like that, just because he was grown up early. And he's
Right.
like way, way ahead. And it's looked like he didn't even move when Russell goes zoop, 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 like blows by him. So I know what you're talking about when you say you see somebody who's really, really good. Well, Kobe was really good back then. When he was like 17 or something. I think
You
didn't he
remember
shave his
LeVar-
head when he was in high school?
You remember LeVar Arrington, right?
Yeah. He played at Penn
broke-
State, like a
I,
linebacker or something.
I broadcasted for Central Bucks West, right? They were the top team in the state. I did.
Sure,
I
I
used to
remember
have a
that.
weekly show. West played them in 1993. LeVar Arrington was a freshman at North Hills. They were number one team in the country.
I'm sorry. He was a freshman where?
At North Hills High School in
North Hills,
1993. It was a ninth grader, and he stood out amongst all those kids on that field. He was incredible. In ninth grade, that's how good he was back then. It was crazy. And then I watched to see him go to Penn State and then go to the Redskins. But you could just see that those special athletes. And I knew when I was brought up, like, man, this kid is good. And he
Especially
was
when you
real good.
aren't one, it's easy to tell.
when you're an athletic supporter, yeah, or you played sports and you weren't as good as they were, and you wonder how in the hell did you get so good?
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks for coming on. I have to get you on. We'll talk a bunch of sports. We'll bore everybody with Philly, but what the hell, right?
Okay, whatever you want.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, take care.
Take it easy.
Bye.
All right, Brad. I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for coming on with me, man. I'll see you
I
this
enjoyed
weekend.
doing
Right?
it. We'll see you next time.
Talk to you.
It sounds good to see you around.
All right, guys. That's real easy to come on with me. We can talk about whatever you like. Just the link will always be bottom of the StreamYard, and I'll post it on my page. Come on and just chat. We can talk about anything. I don't know about politics, but we'll talk about other stuff. We could talk about anything. You could tell me how much of an idiot I am. I don't know. You don't, or Phillies. Or we'll talk about sports or music or whatever. Just interact with me here. That's all I like to do. And I'm going to have a live guest. I got to iron it out with Joe with the snow and everything that's happened. I'm going to get him on sometime in February. I have the time. I just got to pick the day. I'm going to get in touch with him in the next couple of days and get him on with me. I have who I went on with me in March. Once this starts rocking and rolling, I'm hoping maybe I could do 2 guests a month. We'll try 1 now to see how it goes. But yeah, just seriously, I'm working the technical ends of this out. I could talk forever. That's not the issue. The technical parts of this, I'm teaching myself along the way. But it's real easy to come on. Like I said, go through the Chrome browser. There's the link on the bottom of the StreamYard. I'll post it on my page, and I'll know when you're on with me. When I see it come on the bottom, it comes on with your name and everything else. So, guys, I want to say have a great, great night. Hang in there. A lot of snow. We got a lot of snow. Hopefully everyone is okay. Everyone got electricity back. I know a lot of people lost electricity. Stay safe. I'll see some of you this weekend. Talk to you guys soon. I love you all. And Brad, thanks for coming on. And to your dad, too. I appreciate it. All right. You guys all have a great night. Love you all. See ya. Bye-bye.